The Galactic Medical Council chamber fell silent as Ambassador Thexera's mandibles clicked in barely contained disdain. The holographic display showed Earth's medical statistics, crude surgical tools, chemical-based pharmaceuticals, and barbaric practices like chemotherapy that poisoned patients while attempting to heal them. Primitive, scoffed Dr. Zelthane, her crystalline body refracting the chamber's bioluminescent lighting. Their medicine is barely above medieval bloodletting. They still cut open bodies with metal blades instead of using quantum cellular reconstruction. The assembled delegates, representatives from 47 advanced civilizations, murmured agreement. The Cathuri had perfected nanomedical technology millennia ago. The Vortok could regrow entire limbs with a thought. Even the youngest species in the Council had surpassed Earth's medical capabilities centuries before achieving spaceflight. And yet, Ambassador Thexera continued, the humans petition for membership in our medical exchange program. They wish to share their knowledge. The last word dripped with sarcasm that needed no translation across species. The petition had been Earth's desperate attempt to gain access to galactic medical technology. Humanity had only recently achieved faster-than-light travel, and their first diplomatic mission had been to request medical aid. Cancer, genetic diseases, and aging plagued their species. They offered to share their primitive techniques in exchange for advanced treatments. The Council's decision was unanimous. Denied. Earth would need to evolve their medical practices for another 1,000 years before they could contribute anything meaningful to galactic medicine. Dr. Elena Vasquez received the rejection at the human embassy on Kepler Station. She had expected it, but the dismissive tone of the response still stung. At 35, she was humanity's youngest xenobiologist and had spent her career studying alien pathogens. The galaxy saw her people as backward savages playing with sharp sticks, while others wielded energy weapons. 3 weeks later, the Crimson Death changed everything. It started on Xerion Prime, the galaxy's medical capital. The pathogen was unlike anything the advanced civilizations had encountered. A quantum virus that existed partially in subspace, making it invisible to their sophisticated scanning technology. It spread through quantum entanglement, jumping instantly between infected individuals regardless of distance. The symptoms were horrific. Victims developed crimson lesions that consumed flesh at the molecular level. Their quantum-based medical technology was useless. The virus existed in dimensions their instruments couldn't perceive. Within days, it spread to 12 worlds. Within weeks, it had infected 30 systems. The galaxy's greatest medical minds were baffled. Their nanomedical technology couldn't target something that flickered in and out of normal space-time. Their cellular reconstruction techniques failed when the virus corrupted quantum signatures. Entire populations were quarantined, but the entanglement transmission made containment impossible. Panic spread faster than the plague itself. The Galactic Medical Council convened emergency sessions, but their solutions all relied on technology that simply couldn't interact with the pathogen. For the first time in millennia, the galaxy's most advanced species faced a problem they couldn't solve. Dr. Vasquez watched the crisis unfold from Earth's medical research facility in Geneva. The irony wasn't lost on her. The same council that had mocked human medicine was now facing extinction because their advanced technology was too sophisticated to combat a primitive threat. "It's beautiful," she murmured, studying the pathogen's structure through Earth's crude optical microscopes. Where alien instruments saw nothing, human technology revealed the truth. The virus wasn't purely quantum. It had classical components, proteins and genetic material that functioned in normal space-time. The alien medical establishment had been looking in the wrong dimensions entirely. Dr. Vasquez worked for 18 hours straight, her team of researchers following her lead. They used techniques the galaxy had abandoned millions of years ago: direct observation, chemical analysis, and pattern recognition. While alien doctors tried to quantum phase their treatments, the humans approached the problem with what the galaxy called brute force methodology. They identified the virus's classical anchor points, the physical structures that allowed it to maintain coherence across dimensions. More importantly, they found something the advanced civilizations had missed entirely. The pathogen was vulnerable during its transition phases, the brief moments when it shifted between quantum states. The solution was embarrassingly simple by galactic standards. Earth's primitive immune system boosters, vaccines based on weakened viral proteins, could train biological systems to recognize and attack the anchor points during transition phases. The human approach didn't try to fight the quantum aspects. It simply made them irrelevant. Within 36 hours of beginning their research, Dr. Vasquez had developed a working treatment. It used Earth's barbaric chemical synthesis to create protein markers that biological immune systems could recognize. The vaccine didn't cure the infection through advanced technology. It taught bodies to heal themselves using their own evolutionary defenses. The first test was on a volunteer from the Kethuri diplomatic mission to Earth. Ambassador Kethmol had contracted the virus during the evacuation of Zarian Prime and was dying. Despite the best galactic medical technology, Dr. Vasquez administered her crude chemical cocktail, and within hours, the crimson lesions began to fade. The galaxy fell silent once more, but this time in awe rather than mockery. News of the cure spread instantly across quantum communication networks. The primitive humans, using technology their ancestors had developed centuries ago, had solved the galaxy's greatest medical crisis in less than 2 days. What's more, the treatment was so simple that any civilization could produce it. No quantum laboratories or dimensional manipulators required. Ambassador Thexara stood before the same chamber where he had ridiculed human medicine weeks earlier. This time Dr. Vasquez stood beside him, her simple lab coat contrasting sharply with the elaborate biotechnological garments of the alien dignitaries. The humans, Thexara announced, have demonstrated that advancement and complexity are not always synonymous with effectiveness. Their primitive approaches have saved countless lives across the galaxy. Dr. Vasquez stepped forward. "We'd still like to join your medical exchange program," she said quietly. "But perhaps now it can be a true exchange. Your advanced techniques for our different perspective. Sometimes the best solutions are the simplest ones." The vote was unanimous, approved. Earth became the first species in galactic history to join the Medical Council, not because of their technological advancement, but because of their unique ability to see simple solutions to complex problems. As the chamber erupted in approving clicks, chirps, and harmonics from dozens of species, Dr. Vasquez smiled. The galaxy had learned an important lesson. Sometimes primitive methods weren't backward, they were foundational. And sometimes saving the galaxy was as simple as remembering that the oldest solutions were often the best ones. Word count 1,000.